What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show y'all some blocking adjustments and some couple big plays I use out of the Saints playbook. Let's go ahead and start this off with going to gun, go to Taysom Hill slot. Now you're going to go to PA read, and we're just going to have them run random plays. Alright, to do this play, you want to be about 50, maybe 60 yards away from the end zone, and I like to run on the left hash. So I'll put it on the 30. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is block the running back. Then I'm going to send Robinson on a streak. Hill, I didn't set this up right. The way I'll normally do this is I will put Hill where Watkins is at. You want your fastest receiver in the slot on this play. So I should have done a adjustment on that, but it is what it is. We're already here now. Let's see if I can get this off. Watkins is a little bit slow, but he still has a +3. So after you block your running back, come over here. You want to motion him in. Once he crosses, you hit X. You want to run over right here. Look at that. Wide open. This play does not work all the time. It all depends on what to run. This is a cover 3 beater. This is a cover 2 beater. This can beat man. It does take time. This is a play that does take time to set up. So if your opponent sends a lot of pressure, I advise you not to do this play unless you know how to do blocking adjustments. Even then, it's still a little iffy. So once again, I'm going to try to do it again. Motion him over. This is a timing play. You do want to run to the outside here and just launch it. Like I said, it does not work all the time. This play is, I consider this play a 50-50 ball, honestly. And you want your best and fastest receiver there. Normally, for me, I'll put Moss there with post flag ability on. That way he runs better post and catch better on the post. And it also depends on your user. Now, some users, as soon as they see that post route, they just hawk on it. They jump on it. And, I mean, there's nothing you can really do. I advise you not to throw it out there if there's users out there. But, hey, man, it's your game. Do what you want. I mean, I've got frustrated, and I still just launch it out there because I'm just that frustrated with the game. But let's see if I can get it off one more time. This is a timing play. I do advise you to go into practice mode and practice it. Oh, no, that's a pick. All right. Now, the next play I'm going to show you is something I kind of use quite often because you can do multiple things out of this play. My favorite package to go to is the pistol. I love the pistol because it gives me the bunch, it gives me run plays, it gives me my tight end. See, and the play in pistol is verticals. Now, I always like to put my tight end on the short side of the field because I always had hot route master, and I always put my tight end on the corner. That way, if they run cover 2 or if they run cover 3 and I have time, I can always hit that corner route because it'll be sitting there. But I don't have hot route masters now, so we're going to see how that goes down. Once again, just do a random play. First thing you want to do is put Hill on a streak. You put your wide receiver on a streak. Next thing, I always like since I don't have hot route now, I put my tight end on a delayed fade. That way, let's say nothing gets open, there's nothing there, there's a lot of pressure coming at me, I can hit A real quick, my tight end will release. You want this on a high awareness tight end. That way he releases a little bit quicker and gets into his route. But yeah, that's kind of like my fail-safe kind of guy right there. Now, you've probably seen this on other people's stream or YouTube videos. I'm not trying to copy anybody or anything like that, but this is stuff that I've learned. This is stuff I've used. This is stuff I've learned from other people. But I'm just letting everybody else know this is what I do. First thing I look for in this play is I look for Hill, my wide receiver. I look at how they're playing it. All right, coming in, boom. I throw it inside. I threw that at like about a 9, 10 o'clock kind of pass on a bullet. Set up again. You always want to put him on the streak, and you just read that cornerback. Oh, I almost messed that up. on that way, I threw it at about a 2 o'clock position. Every time it's a bullet. All right, I just saw them guys come down. That's telling me there's a blitz. All right, if there's a blitz and all that, and I know that, and Hill's my faster receiver. Oh, ain't that much of a blitz. I hit A, get out there, get out there. Jesus, it took forever. It's just practice these plays. Practice these plays. I advise you not to go straight into head-to-head or whatever without practicing these plays at least. But this is how the setup. You put your tight end on the delay. You put Hill on the streak. All right, he's sticking man-to-man with him. Release him. I'm going to throw it to my tight end. At least when that happens, I get at least 5 to 6 yards. Sometimes I even look for my running back. Your running back has a delayed out coming out of the backfield. So he comes out. Running back don't get on him. Go there. Juke. Boom. This play right here is multiple. This play I use a lot. This is one of my go-to plays. And if they're seeing a lot of pressure, like I said, you have multiple things to throw out on throw to. You can. I wouldn't mess with the routes too much because with him going into a drag, it drags everybody to the left, and with Robinson doing like a mini wheel route, that drags everybody to the right, and that's what leaves Hill so open on this streak right here. I was faster in the corner. I just did a little toss pass about at the 1, 2 o'clock position. Right there. I mean, like I said, just go and practice these plays. If you play against a good user, I mean, he's going to take away something, but he can't take away everything in this. I don't even look for X and B, honestly, but there has been a couple times where they've been open, and I've thrown it to him. Once again, I could have hit X, but I'm just so used to checking it down if Y is not open or if there's not a whole lot of pressure. I can't release my tight end. Now, another play that I like to use is out of tight end. Oh, no, not tight end. Apologies. It's out of tight offset tight end. You can adjust the package. Over to halfback 1. If you do, it will put another receiver in there, and you will have 4 receivers in on this play. But I like to use my tight ends. The play I like to use a lot is Y out halfback swing. Now, this play does take time to set up also. I mean, every big play takes time to set up. I do like to put Robinson either. Oh, well, I messed that up already. Reset the play. He's on a corner route, Watkins. He's someone you can look at. I always block my running back just to give me a little extra time. I'll put Robinson or my X receiver either keep him on that drag, or I will put him on a slant. Now, what you want to do is you want to put your tight end on a streak. You put your tight end on a streak, and the whole point of this play is when Hill crosses over, Watkins is going to drag down that safety in that corner, and Hill is going to come open over the top. Now, if they're seeing all out blitz, I won't have time, maybe. Look at that. Wide open every time. Now, this is a cover 3 beater, and you do want to leave that corner route there. Like I said, it's there to drag down that cornerback. This does take time. Oh, I forgot to put him on the streak. It's not going to work. If you do not put your tight end on the streak, that's what's going to happen. It's not going to work. You got to have your tight end on the streak or your wide receiver, your alpha wide receiver. Slam. Send pressure. Oh. Boom. That's why I keep him on a slant or a drag. That's my check down receiver. Like I said, if you leave him on the drag, once again, you're just going to read. You're just going to read the defense. He's not dropping down. I see that. Boom. I still get at least 5 to 6 yards out of it. Now, I told you I was going to talk to you about blocking adjustments. We'll go back to this because a lot of people like to run tight offset tight end. I don't blame them. I do. Just go back to normal play. Now, everybody loves big dime, which the Saints playbook does not have that. Cool. Well, let's just do mid blitz. I mean, it's not exactly like dime. If I use 2 controllers, it's not going to show you the play art. So I will go more in depth with the blocking adjustment, but I won't have the play art. But this is a mid blitz. Nobody runs mid blitz anymore, honestly. Everybody just runs big dime 146, and they just scream everybody, or they'll just scream anybody anyway. One thing you can do with a blocking adjustment is with your running back, just block him in. You want to slide your line left.
15, yellow.
You're going to ID the mic, which is the farthest blitzing either cornerback, running back, or defensive end on the outside of your running back. By IDing him, your running back, 8 out of 10, is going to cut him. When he cut him, if you have a fast quarterback, like let's say Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson, once he cuts, you can roam right. That containment is broken now. And also with the cutting, it gives you more time. If he tries to block him straight up, you're probably going to get only an extra second or two. I mean, you got to run it back against a D lineman right now, so he's going to shed him pretty quick. Now, knowing that they're sending everybody, what I like to do is I like to put him on a slant. I'll put him on an out because, I mean, I'm not going to get a big play off. And then let him go. He cuts him. Boom. Break containment. Go on. This will work against big dime 146. Either way, you just want to slide your line away from your running back. You want to ID the farthest person and make sure your running back is blocking because I've done that before and it screwed me. Let's see if I can get it off. See how he cuts him? Boom. 8 out of 10 times, he's going to cut it. He's going to cut whoever you ID. A blocking adjustment you can do, especially in this setup, you can motion your tight end over, put him on a block, keep your running back on the block, and you can motion your line right, or you can motion them left and still ID and just get more protective, protection on your backside. I mean, you could do multiple things right here with this setup. You block him straight up. I was hoping he'll cut him that way. I mean, if he cuts him and you have Michael Vick and Lamar, and they're playing man like that, you're gone. That's at least 20 yards minimum. You can even, I think you could do this. Yes, you can motion either side. You can put a wide receiver there. You can put, I mean, your wide receiver is going to block for you. This is something I do a lot. Sorry. Like I said, it's however you want to do it. Sign them left. You could do the double team. People do double team. So let's just say if you're doing a run play, you can double team this player. Pretty much what's supposed to happen is, in my mind, the left guard and the right guard and the right tackle is going to double team him. The center is going to get him. Left guard him, and the left tackle is going to get this. Oh, I can use this. The left guard is going to get. The left tackle is going to get this guy. All right. If I was running to the right. And they're going to leave this guy come in free shooting. If you got a fast running back, you should beat him. But, I mean, this is MUT. You know what I mean? If it is MUT, then best of luck. You can do double teams. I don't do double teams that much because I don't even, the players don't even double team in my opinion. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, they'd even double team him. So that's a blocking adjustment. There's a pass play. You know what? I'll show you one more pass play. These are plays I use. I will go more in depth with the Saints playbook if y'all would like on a lot of the plays that I use, a lot of adjustments I do. I get 16 to 18 wins in weekend league. I'm not the best yet. I'm working my ass off trying to get there. Any support would be, truly appreciated. Any tips y'all want to throw to me, whatever, just find me on Twitter. Just send me a message. You can just message me on whatever. I mean, I'll take whatever tip you got, and I will use it. These are stuff that I've learned from other people. I watch a lot of pro players in their streams, and a lot of the stuff they do, I try to mimic it, but I try to put my little touch on it to try and make it better. But one of the pass plays that I like to do is white off trio weak. It is called stick 'em up. And we'll run this against any random play. Now, a streamer showed me this play. Pretty much you put this in max protect. and he left everybody like this. And, hike the ball, wait. Usually open right there in the middle. Now, if you have a good user, they kind of watch that middle. You're not going to get that much. But what I like to do is I like to put him on a delay fade, and I'll leave Robinson there. Wait for it. Send him up. That will not work every time. It all depends on your line adjustments. Depends on how people block. Now, if I'm on the right hash or if I'm in the middle, I like to motion him in. I like to get him in closer because I feel like he gets open quicker when I motion him in. This is literally my setup when I run this play. I always motion him in. It's just my thing because also I want him on the inside. This right here is telling me that he's playing zone. If I get him on the inside of him, and he runs, soon as he's about to make that break, and there's no one over the top of him, I'm throwing that ball every single time. Wait for it. Ooh, I shouldn't have thrown that, but I still got it over there because I mean that's Cameron Jordan. He's not gonna jump up there. But if that was like Patrick Willis, Pat Tillman, Jamal Adams, everybody likes to use them in the middle, that would have been a pickoff. That would have been on me. And that's the reason I'm not in 20+ wins of weekend league because I make stupid decisions sometimes. All right, I see nothing. Wait for him to cross over. And let's say the user wants to follow him. Then I'll hit A and tell my tight end to go out there. 9 times out of 10, I always put my tight end on the delay fade. It's just, he's like my emergency. Like, okay, everything's covered up. I have nothing. All right, now I'll send him. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope this helps you out as much as it helped me out. Next Friday, I'm going to drop a video of being in depth about the Jets defensive playbook. A lot of the plays I use on them, especially the Big Dime 146. I know there's a lot of videos out there on there, but I'll show you some of the things I do with it. Big Dime 146 is like a super clutch play set for me, especially someone that likes to run the inside zones out of shotgun and passing. I shut down so much passing out of Big Dime 146. I don't even send a whole lot of pressure sometimes, and I still shut it down because I cover everything up. I have my best D lineman down there. But back what I was saying, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends. I hope this helps you out. I hope this pushes you over to the 16, maybe 20, hell, even 25. If you get 25 wins, just message me and let me know. Like, that will make me happy knowing that I gave you some tips to help you get over to that next level. Next Friday, I'm dropping the Jets defensive in-depth on what I do for them, all their blitzes, all their coverages. Peace.